Match is gone. Swindon had already conceded 9 goals. And there was no let-up at the Dell, where the Robins were again on the receiving end of a big defeat. Matthew Le Tissier broke the deadlock when he swept home goal number 1. The Robins did have a golden chance to get back on level terms before half-time, but John Moncur let the Saints off the hook.
Nice 1-2 play by Summerby, picked up here by Ling. Knocked down for Moncur, chance here, oh, he snatched at that one. Another chance goes begging. Good work there from Maddison. And Southampton looking to add to that total, and there it is. Matthew Le Tissier, his second goal of the game, 52 minutes gone. Nicely switched out to Jeff Kenner. Support on the outside from Bartlett, but Kenner going inside. Oh, and he's beaten Digby with that shot. 3-0 the Saints lead. It's becoming a bit of a one-way system here as Southampton drill forward again, and surely Dowie was offside, but the flag stays down. 4-0. So Southampton having everything their own way at the moment. Another good ball through the middle. Taylor can't get hold of it. Into the net it goes. Maddison the scorer. 79 minutes on the clock. So Southampton under pressure here from Andy Much being held there surely by Moncur, and the penalty's being given. Referee Paul Durkin from Portland. This is Craig Maskell, scores against his former club.
Craig Maskell, a player destined to rejoin the Saints just a few weeks later. In the meantime, his first goal of the season had given Swindon only their second goal in 4 Premier League matches.
They're certainly not dead and buried yet, but last night's 5-1 defeat at Southampton has left them firmly rooted to the foot of the table. And that's despite playing the attractive football to which they're accustomed.
It's a long way to go, and we're very, very strong on this point that we will get things right. We will do everything we can because our fans deserve it, the team deserve it, because we've put a lot of hard work into it. Dave and I are doing everything possible to get things right, and of course we're going to strive to do that. It will take time, but hopefully we can turn it around sooner the better.
That defeat inevitably adds to the pressure on manager John Gorman as he prepares for this weekend's game against Norwich. Tonight, one Swindon bookie is giving odds of 5-1 against them staying up, 5,000-1 against them winning the title. So, is it just a hiccup, or has the dream turned sour so soon? Martin Palethorpe reports.
4 defeats in as many games, 14 goals conceded, and although it's still early in the season, it would be wrong not to suggest that Swindon have fundamental problems adjusting to life in the FA Carling Premiership. One man who knows exactly what John Gorman is going through is the former Bristol City manager Dennis Smith. As manager of Sunderland, he took his team into the First Division, but they came straight back down again next season. Smith admits now his side was unprepared for the gap between divisions.
The physical side of it was very demanding, plus the mental side, because there's no respite. You can't look and say, well, next week we should get 3 points against those, because you go, oh, it's Man United this week. Who have we got next week? It's Liverpool, Arsenal. I was taking my share of responsibility, and the players were taking their fair share of responsibility as well. They've got to realise if they want to play at that level, then they've got to look at their own performances and analyse their own performances, not rely just on the manager and the coach to do that.
Swindon would dearly love to spend as freely as clubs like Liverpool, but after putting up £1.5 million since Gorman arrived, the Swindon board has said the spending days are over.
Money isn't completely available, but they've been trying all sorts of ways to try and help me, and will continue to do so, whether it be maybe to go out in loan situations or even players that are out of contract. That's a possibility, but there's no real big money to go out and make major signings like the big clubs can do.
So survival has to be the aim, and there are football watchers who point out that clubs like Oldham and Sheffield United have done that despite limited means.
You have to organise, you have to concentrate, you have to work harder. It's a more physical, it's a faster game in the Premiership, and they'll have to adjust to that, and it takes time to adjust. I just think one shouldn't be too premature about writing them off.
And that will be a welcome message for a side whose promotion was won after so many traumas off the field. Martin Palethorpe, BBC News West.
And tomorrow we'll be previewing Swindon's weekend game against Norwich, along with the rest of the local fixtures. Today they learned they'll be playing Wolverhampton Wanderers in the second round of the Coca-Cola Cup. The first leg will be at home on September the 22nd.